Google Hangout experts yet.
I've done the same thing.
Actually, I'm not even sure if I've ever archived one at all.
Yeah, I never have. I don't even know
There's
how.
just a button at the bottom to start the broadcast, and once you do that, it's once you hit stop broadcast, it automatically uploads it to YouTube or whatever you
really?
have set up as your default.
That's kind of nice.
Okay, so a quicker, more abridged version. Once upon a time.
There was a young
Girl who was
With her family. Changing the story up a little bit.
And her mother died.
and so she
was treated like
And made by her.
Evil step family.
they made her
clean everything in
The castle they lived.
One day, a
prince invited her
to a ball.
At his castle.
the evil stepmother, changing
Didn't-
it up,
didn't like this.
So she refused
To let her attend.
Oh, great, now I'm stumped. Her fairy godmother
Helped put a
dress on her.
To wear to.
the prince's ball.
at the ball.
They
Oh, we
fell
skipped the pumpkin
in.
part. What was that?
They fell in.
Love instantly?
But at the
We'll go with
stroke,
it.
Of midnight, the
Spell wore off.
Her pumpkin chariot. I'm trying to work that in
back
because we
into
skipped
a
that.
pumpkin.
wait, where do we leave off at?
The spell wearing off.
Oh, she ran home.
And cried a lot.
But lost her.
Oh yeah.
Slipper on.
The way back.
The upset prince
Tried to find.
The owner of.
This perfect slipper.
he searched everywhere.
High and low.
But could not find her.
Anywhere in the land.
One day he
Asked the stepsisters. It's one word. We'll call it one word.
To try on the slippers.
But they didn't fit.
when Cinderella tried
It did fit.
So they left.
Together on the
pumpkin carriage. Quick.
And lived happily.
Ever after. The end.
All right.
Okay, that one was recorded. Yay.
All right, sweet.
I think it was funnier than the first one.
yeah. I still don't know the story. That's funny.
Have you never seen Cinderella?
I have, but it's like I don't know.
We mixed it up because it was
Yeah.
like, they tried to hide her and. But
Yeah, it's been a
The gist
long
of it.
time since I saw it.
Yeah.
they're actually coming out with a new movie. like a
Oh
live
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw the preview for that. It looked pretty good.
Hmm.
Definitely have to watch it. All right. So I
See
know
how
the
our
story.
story compares.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, missed that part. Forgot that part. Yeah, apparently the original version, the Grimm's Fairy Tales version, the stepdaughters actually mutilated their feet to try and make the slipper fit, like cut off their
Yeah.
toes and stuff.
Oh, really?
It's
What was
supposed to
I
be pretty
watching?
gory.
There was something I was watching that had said something about that. And maybe that was the preview, and the mother's like, "You don't need that toe."
Oh man. So what's next?
All right, so we really can't practice our speeches for the persuasive because we haven't done it. But if anybody got any ideas on how you're going to tweak it to be persuasive?
Well, I was reading about pathos and ethos, might be saying these wrong, and logos, so I don't know
Are
if
they
you
the
guys
Three
had a chance to
Musketeers?
review. Yeah, have you read that yet then?
Not
Any of
yet.
you guys? Okay. So, like, they're the three ways of, like, trying to persuade people during speeches, and, like, pathos is, like, an emotional appeal, ethos is ethical, and then logos is logical. So, if I were to stick with my, the same speech I did, I guess it's tonight, actually, but then turn it into a persuasive thing, I would probably be trying to convince the audience that free-to-play apps are bad, even though that's, like I said, a really bad position to be in because that kind of is the thing going forward. So I would probably try and appeal emotionally by saying it hurts smaller developers. There's really only 2 or 3 really big companies out there that are successful with the free-to-play formula right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much the only guys. I mean, there's some smaller ones, but it's almost impossible to break in. So that's pretty much all I got, though, for this. But it was a thought.
I think it's a good route to go for yours.
Yeah. I don't know. I think with mine, because mine's more of a common sense, because it's like mobile games help you relieve stress. They help you get away. So somehow I'm gonna be persuasive to that you should play games at all times. Don't listen to your parents.
Stuff
You know?
up.
Fight the power.
Games aren't bad. Somehow I'll be persuasive that way.
I think with the psychology behind it, you shouldn't have too big of a problem coming up with legitimate reasons why they should be playing. So I think that's another a good route.
The teacher, when she graded my outline, she said it was already persuasive. So I guess I'm good for this week.
That's great. That's good. Record it. All good. Just where you upload it.
Re-upload it? Yeah, I know. Just I gotta
Change your
change.
shirt and say it again.
Yeah. I know, just the outline, not the video. I don't know about the video, but I'm sure that is the same. Yeah, but oh well.
It took me probably about 15 takes today to get my video because I kept getting to the end and I never practiced my conclusion, so I'd be like, and then just have dead silence, and then I'm like,
So frustrated.
not supposed to curse on these videos, but
Oh no.
get all upset and start cursing. I'm like, man, I have to do this over again now.
I'm actually I have a take now that if I run out of time, I'll upload, and I still need to do a response to, but I've been having that same problem.
It looks like you did what I did, and you have a sheet hung up behind you.
Yeah, I actually strung a string from one side of my office to the other, and then it's clipped to it.
Nice.
And works okay. So, although it did affect my lighting because I no longer have the shiny wall behind me that's re-reflecting my light because I'm balancing my light off the wall behind my computer first, so it doesn't shine up my glasses too bad. Now it's getting absorbed. So.
I had to do mine today during the day so that I can open my blinds and just let all the light in, so I didn't have to use much lighting. It was pretty good.
For the glasses, I just turn the screen brightness down. That works pretty good.
Yeah, I have to do that too, but I try to add extra lighting, and I have a lamp on either side of my computer, and I can't point those straight at me though because it does the same thing as the bright screen.
Yep.
So I just bounce them off
Mine
the wall.
are probably reflecting now, but
Yeah.
I only wear my glasses to read, so I always forget about the glare.
Well, I don't have glasses yet, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Time.
In our, so
You'll get there.
yeah.
All right, so the speech practice activity number 2 is our goals. So consider the 3 goals we established in our first presentation during week 1. So have we accomplished any of our goals, or how do you feel about the final weeks? Well, the final week, it says. So is everybody looking forward to that live presentation?
I actually ran into an issue with that one. My original group, it turns out one of them won't be around, and it was going to be my friend Charlene, her family, and she's going on a business trip that week that we both forgot about, so I'm going to have to find a second group.
It's like, does my cat and my dog count?
Yeah, I know.
Spectators.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm going to use yet. I still haven't decided.
Yeah, I got my mom, my brother, and my girlfriend. That's about it.
Yeah, that's the minimum is 3. So, did anybody go to the what is not the Google Hangout like we do, but
The
what's
go-to training?
The go-to training.
No,
I didn't make
did
it, but I watched the archive. Did you hear that one kid that was complaining about not being able to have people, or I didn't go.
I'm not sure who it was that was actually talking, but somebody was saying that they didn't have anybody local other than their wife who worked a lot and wasn't really available. So they're trying to. He was more complaining about it, but the teacher was trying to come up with alternatives, such as doing some sort of a Google Hangout with his friends or family, or even his group, and doing his presentation that way. But he had to figure out some sort of way to not only show himself, but his visual aid. Yeah, he was more trying. I think he was trying to get out of it altogether. But
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That would be cool if you could do a Google Hangout, because you can share your screen to show you visual aids plus record the live Hangout at the same time.
That's a good point.
Too bad we can't do it.
I know, right? I'm just thinking like, I wonder if I brought that up. If she would be okay with that.
I'll bet you next month it will be allowed.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've pretty much gone over everything in it. I'm guessing we're all going to use the Cinderella story as our
upload.
That
was fun.
Yeah. I'm going to use the first one. But
she did enjoy I'm guessing she enjoys watching the tongue twisters and everything out of it, so.
Yeah, I would guess so too.
She probably just sits back laughing, like, look at these idiots.
I wonder what else I can get them to do.
So did you guys find anything interesting about the looking up jobs and stuff? Just on the side note.
Yeah, I actually did. I thought I'm pretty close to Fort Collins, and there's a really big tech scene there. There's like Intel and AMD, HP, Dell, Sun Microsystems corporate office. Their main headquarters is in Fort Collins. So I figured there were going to be a lot of jobs there, which there were. There were a lot of tech jobs, but none of them were mobile. I was really surprised at that. It was all desktop type of stuff.
I noticed all the mobile ones, they wanted, 3 or 4 years experience. They want, a couple apps on the App Store, at least one,
That was a lot of them for me too, was either they want the degree, and then they want either 2 to 4 years of experience, and then they want you to have apps on the app market.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems really hard to break into the field if you don't already have experience,
I was able to find some that were willing to talk to new developers, though, that might do some sort of an internship type of deal. Like there's a company in Boulder, which is not as close as Fort Collins, but it's on the opposite side of me, on south side. Company called Emulus, I think is what it was. The ad was specifically for an experienced developer, but they had a note at the bottom that said, if you're still cutting your teeth, still let us know. We might be able to do some sort of an internship or something along those lines, which I thought was pretty cool. But like you're mentioning, the experience to replace a degree was actually less than I thought it was going to be. My mom's a recruiter, more for the tech industry, but she also does some upper management type stuff. And kind of the rule of thumb to replace a bachelor's degree is 10 years experience.
Oh, wow.
So I was expecting to see that, but I didn't at all, actually. And there was like 2 to 4 years was acceptable replacement, which I thought
think
was
it was
cool.
one of you guys. I'm not. I think it was one of you guys. Somebody said that when they went on interviews and they showed applications that we've done. Is that one of you?
No, that was some other guy. He sounded really sad too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know.
I started interning with one of my friends here. He actually owns a multimedia company, so they do apps. They do more with like Titanium. I don't know if you guys know about
I
Titanium
haven't
yet.
used it, but it's like PhoneGap. Isn't
Yeah,
that what they replaced PhoneGap in the web app portion of
hmm
the?
and it lets them use both Android and iPhone at the same time, and coding for both. So it was pretty cool. I started interning with him when I first moved down here, but it was like 6 months into the degree. I think we were still doing JavaScript for web apps, and
Right.
but it just got too much. I couldn't do it with school and working. Um, so I'm hoping to get back with him once I get done.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and it depends on the location too. Like you were saying, a lot of companies were looking for more web app people than they were for mobile
That's what I
apps.
see a lot too. You know, like back end stuff, and
Yeah.
they talk about full stack development.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it seems like it's every
I,
single mobile or programming language on the back end of a server, I guess. I don't,
yeah,
hmm
I think that's what full stack is essentially, is both the front and back end in-house. They don't want to try and use third-party stuff. I'm not
okay.
positive on that, though. I think I remember reading about that in one of the other PMAs
hmm
when we were
No.
doing some other research project.
Yeah, just seems like a lot of technologies that we've never heard of, or I mean, I'm sure we could all learn them, but it's like how do you get experience on that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
almost seems like we got to go in as like a beginning programmer just somewhere else and
hmm
kind of work your way over to whatever division you want or whatever. But
Yeah, just get something under your belt so you have something to
yeah,
show. And
Yeah.
it probably won't be mobile applications. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So, anyways, I was just seeing what you guys thought about it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunity out there, but again, it's getting through the door first.
yeah,
yeah, you got to do a lot of digging around before you find that good foot in.
Like I
But
did the
even those some of them are out there.
yeah, I did the junior mobile developer search when I was on Indeed.com. Instead of looking for a mobile developer, put
yeah.
Mhm.
junior in front of it, and there was a lot more opportunities for the less experience.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, your pay is not going to be as good, but you're
Right.
still learning. So
It's only 100 grand instead of 200 grand.
yeah, right. Actually, I was looking at it. The median salary range for a junior developer, depending on location, went between like 55 to 75.
Oh, okay.
I'm
And
okay
I
with
was like,
that. That's more than I've
yeah, I
ever
know.
made
I
in
was
my
like,
life.
that's okay.
So,
And what's
So
junior like considered? Just 1 or 2 years, and then you're like
yeah,
yeah, I
a
think
one
senior?
year
entry level, but not.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, having some of that like back end using like parse and stuff like that. I saw that in a few. Uh, Having an app on the App Store or having something you can show that you've created. So it was less experience required, but I guess you're going to be working more under somebody and you're going to get those
Mhm.
Right.
piddly jobs that the senior developers don't want to do, so you're going to be
Yeah.
stuck with that crap.
Like, I coded this in 5 minutes, but it doesn't work. Fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. And then you're like a senior after like 3 years, or what?
I'm guessing as you start building, apps for the company, you're getting more and more experience, so I'm guessing you'll move up pretty fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
Cool.
to look at.
Yeah. I'll have to try that junior search. So.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't
Yeah,
see
when you're on Indeed.com, if you type junior mobile developer, it like starts auto filling itself.
Okay.
Okay.
So somebody else has definitely looked for it before besides me.
Right.
Yeah.
So check it out.
I think Dice.com also is where I found some of the entry level type of deals.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
was on Dice. Dice is good.
I'll have to check that one out. I don't think I've been on that one.
Well, I think it's based around technology jobs too, so
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
catered to it. So not so
Cool.
general.
Then you got to ask yourself some jobs. Are you willing to relocate?
Yeah. Honestly, except for like Antarctica or something like that, I would at least consider relocating for any sort of programming job.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even if it's a 6-month temporary position, I think it'd probably be worth moving out to the middle of nowhere and working for a while and getting that experience. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I live in St. Louis, so anywhere's better than where I am. I'm right in the middle. Anywhere I go, I win.
Yeah. See, I don't know about going to like the middle somewhere like Texas or somebody. I'm just like, I'm an East Coast. You know, I'm used to the whole entire East Coast.
Right.
Go to New York. Yeah.
I grew up there. I don't know if I could move back to the
Oh,
cold,
okay.
but if I had to, the highest salary range I found was actually in California when I was doing
Where at?
search.
Yeah, but the cost of living is also higher there too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I do LA as one of my
840%.
markets.
Yeah, nuts. Apartments were like $5,000 a month. I was like, that's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was.
ridiculous.
I didn't look for rent. I looked for how much it would be to buy a 3-bedroom house, and
Yeah. Too.
Denver was like 300,000. Austin, Texas was a little shy of 400,000, and it was like 700,000 for LA, and that's the greater LA area. So that's some, pretty not so friendly neighborhoods thrown in there that have super cheap housing, but the median housing is so much more that it doesn't really affect it that much. It's still
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the pay wasn't a whole lot more considering, which I thought was unfortunate because I have some friends that live in LA. So
Cool.
Well, I guess we are good. We pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
That's it. I will, once this actually uploads, I'll post a link and then I'll download it again and post that also
okay,
in an email just so we have it.
Awesome.
Sweet.
cool. And it's looks like another cut 2 minutes of your favorite and then answer a question.
Yeah.
What did you learn that we do not really know the story of Cinderella? That's what we learned.
Yeah.
We did not have a Disney childhood.
Well, I did, but that was a long ass time ago. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
All right. Cool.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All
All right,
right.
have a
Later,
good
guys.
night.
Have a
See
good
ya.
one.